welcome to GTFO Girl, my video blog about moving to the Netherlands. So today's moving day and I'm pretty excited. So I am at the Memphis International Airport and we'll be flying to Atlanta and then from there flying to Amsterdam. So we had a bit of another snag with travel. So as you can see, my mom is not next to me. I'll be making a whole other video about moving abroad with a pet, but the TLDR is that although I followed all of the guidelines to get Neville checked in and certified by the US government in time, he did not get his paperwork completed by the government. So the reason for that is because normally it takes about 3 to 5 days for them to fill out the paperwork. The USDA APHIS office, which is Animal Plant Health Inspection Services, and we submitted everything on time, but because the lovely US government decided to, or we'll say this administration decided to close down quite a few things and lay off a lot of government workers, we now went from offices in most states to only a few offices across the country. So the current office is in North Carolina, so I can't even drive to get it, and they didn't even process it yesterday, and we called and called and it's extremely difficult to get a hold of somebody. But more information on that on my video about moving abroad with a pet. But anyway, so I am at the airport by myself. I have 2 gigantic checked bags that will be going with me. I did cancel the driver. We were supposed to have a driver pick us up from Amsterdam and drive us to my apartment. Us being my mom, Neville, and I, 4 checked bags and various carry-ons. So I canceled that, but I will be rescheduling that for when my mom comes with the cat. So plan of action for Neville is on Thursday. Hopefully we have all of our paperwork. Mom will be flying from Memphis to Amsterdam. So that's the plan. But today I am flying to Atlanta. I have about a 4-hour layover there, and then we'll arrive in the Netherlands tomorrow morning. Big plans for tomorrow morning. I have a few deliveries coming, including some Amazon deliveries with broom and mop and stuff like that. So I'll be cleaning the apartment. I want to go grocery shopping and just try to get the apartment a little better set up, possibly get my washer dryer combo ordered, and that would be installed on Thursday, maybe Friday. And then on Thursday morning I have my immigration appointment. Actually, just kidding, we'll talk about that when I go over DAFT visa. So that is why I am still going now and we didn't delay both of us, because my immigration appointment is on Thursday. So I will check in a little bit later, but for now I have a ticket and I have a boarding pass that is actually valid, and we'll check in later. All right, so I did make it into the apartment. Everything went very smoothly with the flights, and got into Amsterdam just fine. Lugged my giant suitcases to the apartment and had pretty good weather. It was not raining or anything here, so that was exciting. And got into the apartment, still have an actual bed and everything, so it was a little bit more comfortable than the first time I came into the apartment. But from there I got an IKEA delivery and some other little household deliveries, did some grocery shopping, and was left with a ton of cardboard that you will see here in just a moment. So I have all of this cardboard here, and a lot of it's broken down, so there's just a ton of cardboard here, and then I still have a few things to build over here. But with this, I can't just set this out by the street. We have a bin that they put out once a month, and this is way too much even for that bin. So I will be hauling our bin for the apartment down to the recycle center, which is probably about a half-mile walk, and depositing that. From there, I will fill up this stuff into the bin and probably make a second trip down there with all of my crap. And then we'll put whatever else is left in the hallway in the bin. So that's an adventure for today. Things I want to do is go to a pharmacy to get some things like toothpaste, peroxide for my not dentures, but my teeth. They're my retainers, my Invisalign. And then some nail polish remover, because, you know, gotta keep the nails up. May also stop at a pet store, possibly look at getting a phone. I have a lot to do, so it has not been boring at all. Yesterday, I spent most of my time getting my DAFT visa application ready and building IKEA furniture, because I did get my carpet and I got my rugs, I got a coffee table, an end table, nightstand, lots of cool stuff. Got a cute lamp over here. But I feel like once I get rid of this cardboard, things will be a lot nicer in here and it's not gonna look so junky. So that's what we're doing today. First stop is mailing our immigration paper and then off to the bank. So the bank account was a bust. You do indeed have to have a BSN unless you have a contract or a student visa. Since I'm self-employed, I don't have a contract or a student visa, so they would not let me open an account. So now we're gonna go try to mail my DAFT visa application again for the third time, because the little bodega where you can mail stuff has been closed. Stuff doesn't open until 10 o'clock here, which was surprising to me. So this is my second time at the bank, and then the bodega, when I went there, it was still closed at like 10:15. So I just went ahead and thought, well, I'll come back to this. So I'm gonna go try to mail our DAFT visa and then go to the laundromat. So I was able to open a bank account with Bunk, B-U-N-Q. And they don't need a BSN right away. You have like 90 days or so to provide them with a BSN. And I was approved with them within 24 hours and transferred my money from Wise to Bunk. And so now I have a Dutch bank account, and that's been super helpful. I was able to get a washer dryer combo. And of course, 2 days before I got my washer dryer, I went to the laundromat, spent about $50 on doing loads of laundry and a dryer, and it was quite expensive. It was also quite far. I had to haul my big suitcase plus a giant IKEA bag all the way to the laundromat and, you know, wait there for about 2 hours or so, but it is what it is. I had clean laundry, and then now I have a washer dryer combo, which prima. I feel like a real Dutchie. I bought a bike. It was a little pricey, but it's used, so it has a basket on the front, and it even has a little doohickey on the back here so I can strap stuff to it. So I will be getting some fun, cute things for it, and it's going to make travel a lot easier. I just have to figure out how to ride the bike around the city, because it's not quite as easy as the US, I don't think. But hopefully I make it back to my apartment, and I will be keeping this inside most of the time, I think. But I did buy a lock for when I park other places. Yay, we're a Dutchie now, we have a bike. So I have learned how to ride the bike a little bit better. It took me about a 25-minute ride back to my apartment from purchasing the bike, and it was a little nerve-wracking. I was quite sweaty and stiff just from being nervous about it. I do know how to ride a bike, but just not, you know, the super comfort level of the Dutch people yet. But I have ridden it quite a few times since making that video, and have become more accustomed to it. But since I got here with moving, I did buy a tiny baby Christmas tree to make it a little bit more homey and have it decorated with the few Christmas ornaments that I brought. And everything is ready for my mom to come visit. So that's it for this episode of GTFO Girl, and I'm here. I've moved. Yay! Also, don't forget to like and subscribe. Click down there, like it.